So we're here at the Teacher Educator Conference in Hyderabad, and I'm here with Dawn Bikowski, who's just given a talk at the conference. Dawn, welcome.
Thank you
for coming.
Thank you.
And thank you for taking the time out of your, I'm sure, very busy schedule to come and speak to us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask you a few questions, if
great.
that's okay. The first question, obviously the theme of this conference is innovation. Innovation in English language teaching, and what I'd really like to know is what your interpretation of that theme is, and how would you describe its relevance to the current teacher education scenario in India and across the globe.
Okay, I would say first of all, for innovation, it depends on the context. So what might be innovative in one area might not be as innovative in another one, and it has not only to do with the actual technology, but the use of technology. So to me, what it means is looking at a specific context. Of course, India has many types of contexts and learner situations. Looking specifically at that context, looking at what the students need, being innovative enough to really address students' needs for the English that they need within their current lives and their possible future careers, and then how technology can be used to help them meet the goals that they have. I think that's pretty innovative in a lot of ways, but it really comes down to beginning with curiosity, I think. The key with innovation is curiosity. So student curiosity and then teacher curiosity. Mm-hmm. How to be innovative, but more than that, how to meet students' needs. And then usually the innovation comes out of that. So not innovative for the sake of innovative, mm-hmm. but based on the student context.
Okay. So, I mean, if you have teachers who are curious, then that they can kind of project that onto their students.
I think so. I think it starts with teacher. I think a lot of students first enter school at some point with curiosity, mm-hmm. but many times educational contexts kind of the curiosity lessens every year. Mm-hmm. So students rise to the occasion when they meet a teacher who has that curiosity and is willing to bring the innovation in.
Right. Okay, thank you. Your talk today looks at incorporating new technologies in teaching, but remaining very much focused on the pedagogy. To what extent should this be something that's self-directed, and how can teachers encourage their students to do this?
Well, I think there's a combination, right? So we want our students to be active learners. We want them to think of things they want to try and then identify goals they have, do something to try to work on those goals and then evaluate and reflect back. So it is going to be somewhat self-directed, but most students need a lot of support for that. So the role of the teacher then is crucial in helping students even know how to identify a goal that's doable. For instance, if you ask students, what's your goal for this class? They'll just say, I just want to speak better English, mm-hmm. or I just want perfect grammar, or sound like a native speaker. So these are all goals that are too broad. So a teacher can really help say, okay, well, what do you want to know about grammar? Oh, you want help with your verb tenses or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then walk the student through, because when the student starts to succeed, then the student is going to be a lot more interested, and that motivation is going to come back to the teacher. So the teacher's role is crucial. Some teachers might be nervous or think it takes extra time, mm-hmm. And those are valid concerns. But in my experience working with teachers all over the world, the more they try these things, the more interesting it is, the more motivated they get. You can get away from some of the drudgery work and instead do some of this more interesting stuff. Mm-hmm. So it kind of takes on a life of its own. And I haven't met any teachers who decide to go back. No. Once they start doing it, they like it.
Then they like it. Okay. And I like the way in your talk you looked at digital literacies, which I guess maybe what you were saying about the students, and they come and they say, I want to speak better English, or I want to improve my grammar, and maybe the digital literacies aspect is something that isn't perhaps key in their minds, but it's certainly something in today's world that's very important, and something that teachers I guess really should be looking at incorporating.
Yeah, if the teachers are aware of it, they don't even have to tell the students what they're up to, but they can know some of the things that they're guiding their students into without telling the students, hey, we're working on digital literacy. They can just know what the qualities are and then guide the students through that. Yeah,
okay, thank you. What steps would you recommend to teachers who are keen to incorporate new technologies into their practice?
Well, once again, it depends. All questions, I answer a lot of questions with it depends. First of all, it depends on the context of the teacher, how comfortable the teacher is with technology. If the teacher is already using quite a bit of technology, certainly go a step farther. Look at some things that maybe don't seem to be going so well in the classroom for whatever reason, need a little pizzazz added to it, a little motivation. And then think of the different possible ways you could add technology to it. Mm-hmm. That's usually what I do in my classrooms. Think, well, I've tried this for a while. Let's see if I can try something else. for teachers who are new to this, then start with something that's more related to what they already know and feel comfortable with, and just take a little step in the technology direction, have some successes, get some student feedback, reflect on it, and then kind of march forward to the next baby step. Don't jump all in. You know?
Right. Okay. Again, I mean, I liked in the talk where you were talking about when teachers bring in a new technology and kind of experimenting with it, but kind of collaboratively with the students, so letting them play with it a little bit and not really assessing them, and just almost kind of finding your way with the students a little bit.
Yeah, you can't be afraid of it, you know. Yeah. A lot of things about technology our students are going to know more about, but other things they won't. Yeah. So being okay with students being experts on some things and teacher being experts on others, a large part of it is with your attitude. Yeah.
Okay, great, thank you. Okay, interesting question. What themes would you like us to explore at the 2015 Teacher Educator Conference?
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of possible themes, but I do believe that the idea of English as real communication is crucial. So perhaps something along the line is, English for further communication and collaboration or something like that, focusing on the collaborative aspect.
Okay, great. Okay, Dawn, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks very much for coming.